I started out as an application developer. I hated it. I'm not a creative person, right? So I don't like to go in and pick the colors, pick the form, pick the shapes. I like to go in to make sure everybody's adhering to the colors, following the lines, and staying within what they need to do. That's me. I probably, when it comes to one of the favorite languages, yeah, I enjoy C++, but I enjoy database administration, right? In database administration, a lot of SQL coding. And so, using sequential query language, it was a different beast of its own. And we would have to bring in, like I mentioned earlier, large volumes of data, make sure that the processors weren't being lagging, making sure that the memory was being properly utilized, making sure that the jobs were running within the minimum amount of time possible. And so there's a lot of things that you did that I implemented from the application development side to where when we would go through that, we would look at the doing things in modules. So taking a modular approach to it, databases and just handling large volumes of data was something that I just enjoyed doing. It was one of those things that, I didn't get the glory of being the application developer, but in the background, I would tell the application developer, you write that query again and bring my database down, I'm going to lock you out. So yeah, that little sense of control was fun. But I enjoyed databases. That's why I became very knowledgeable in SQL Server X, for many of the additions. And also I was very proficient at Oracle as well. Not so proficient at DB2, but these were tools that needed to be used to help manage data from the country across many different disciplines and departments. So that's what I navigated to. And I think, what you'll do is you'll find within your schooling, you'll find something, you'll touch something that really lights you up. And you'll find yourself going back to that. Follow that, because that's probably where you belong, because you have a niche for it. You have a knack to dig into that particular area. And so that's what you really enjoy to do. And so when the long hours come, it's not so long because you're enjoying what you're doing. Whereas if I were doing something on the application development arena, yeah, I could do it, but I'm not going to have the same energy and I'm not going to have the same drive versus being in, dealing with data and data issues now, really working through that. So that's where I kind of found my path. And when I found it, I didn't give it any grade. I just said, this is my path and this is what I'm going to achieve. And I embraced it and I followed it. So, and I think so many people that I've talked to have had similar experiences.